Hi everyone, it's Renée McLennan here from the town of Bassendean with an update on what's been happening in our town in November. So last night we had the first ordinary council meeting with our new councillors. So we welcomed Councillor Hilary McWilliam and Chris Barty, and we also for the first time had our complete new executive team. So that was including Luke Gibson, who's our new Director of Community Planning. So it's wonderful to have the new team in place, and we look forward to seeing what we can do together with the community in the coming years. Now, over the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of discussion around the jetties at Point Reserve. So now that the town's administration has dealt with the immediate safety hazard that was identified and closed the jetties and removed the unsafe structures, Council was given an update on the status of the jetties, and there was recognition of the value of these jetties to the community and a commitment to reinstate them. Before that can happen, there needs to be some work done around looking at the options that are available to us, what work needs to be completed and the funding sources and so on. So there'll be another report coming back to Council in December that will give us clearer direction about what is going to be happening in the future with those jetties. On last night's agenda there was also the principal shared path running through Success Hill, which is the last remaining link of the cycle and path network from Midland to Perth. We've been working on these plans with the Department of Transport for a couple of years now, and I'm really pleased with the outcome that's been achieved that reflects our community's value of retaining mature trees. It also addresses some of the concerns that have been raised about safety and the cost, and the plans that we have been finalised really reflect the concerns that have been raised throughout the process by Council and the community. So that path will be constructed now by the Department of Transport and will provide a continuous safe off-road cycling environment for people throughout our town. And really exciting is the Green Route project, which is happening in conjunction with the pathway. So we've been selected to be a pilot for Green Route, which means that we've had additional funding up to $50,000 from the Department of Transport to beautify that section of the path, to make it more green and inviting, shady, and just make it more beautiful for people to want to get out, to ride and to cycle and use active forms of transport. So we've had some great feedback from members of the community about what you'd like to see along that green route, and over the coming months there'll be some plans put together that reflects that feedback that we've had and will allow us to come up with a final plan for the green route. We also had the Bassendean Our Future Community Engagement Report come to Council last night. So this is a summary of all of the feedback that the community's provided over the last year about how we want the town to look in the years ahead. So there are lots of key themes that came through in that report, included the value that our town places on retaining green and open spaces, the value of trees, sustainability, walkability of our town, the intention to retain the character and spirit and the community feel in Bassendean, Eden Hill and Ashfield, as well as the desire to have more people in our town centre where it can bring vibrancy, support our local businesses and have access to our transport hubs. So that will now be used to inform our new community strategic plan and also our planning instruments, so our planning strategy and scheme that will guide the development in our town over the years ahead. We had some exciting grants approved last night from great community groups who are wanting to host events in our community over the coming months. So we're really pleased to support them in the work they're doing to bring our community together. So there'll be some wonderful community-based events coming up. So look out for them and get along and support the community groups. We had our first community briefing session last week that was held at Ashfield Community Senior Centre. We had students from Ashfield Primary School come and welcome us with the Wanju song sung in Noongar language. It was truly beautiful. Our next community briefing session will be held on the 10th of December at our Youth Services building, which is on the corner of Guildford Road and Lord Street or West Road. We'd really encourage you to come along, ask some questions, meet the councillors and staff who are working on behalf of the community. Our first event went really well, and so we'd love you to come along and be part of that on the 10th of December.